Test boosters. This is another one about expecting realistic results from something. No test booster, like Tribulus or Fenugreek and things like that, is going to pack on pounds of muscle. It's not going to happen. If anything, what they're going to do is they're going to help keep you elevated, they're going to help you in a good mood, they're going to help keep your energy levels up, your focus during training, and that's it. Again, they're just improving your potential to gain muscle. Some may well help in the effects of SHBG, which is a sexual hormone binding globulin, which can tie up free testosterone in the body and make it not available. There are certain products that may help elevate the levels of free testosterone, but again, all they're going to do is maybe help you recover a little bit quicker, again keep your mood and training elevation there, but they're not going to pack on pounds of muscle for nothing. And again, diet, consistency, training, technique, these are all more important than anything that you can buy. So the simple thing here is don't go chasing bullshit. Common sense. I know we want to believe there's something. I know you want to believe in the hype that surrounds these products, but it's just marketing, guys. Common sense, time, and consistency. If you do want to use supplements, if you do like incorporating them into your daily intakes, what should you use? In my opinion, a great basic stack to have would be a whey protein or a low-fat, low-carb protein powder, creatine, glutamine, and a really well-balanced vitamin supplement. Now, why go for just the simple protein powder? Because you can make the base of a protein powder into anything else that you want. If you buy a weight gainer, you're basically buying a protein powder with carbs and fat bound it all in one powdered form. There's not much you can do with that, it is what it is. But buying just a whey, you can make your own gaining shakes if you want to by adding your own carbohydrates and adding your own fats in the form of oats, fruits, dried fruits, peanut butter for the fats, olive oil for the fats, even cream. You know, if you're clever with your macronutrient intake, or if you have a really high metabolism and things like that, you know, you can make really great tasting shakes that aren't just loaded with refined sugars and shitty fats. So that's why, because you're going to get more value for money out of a whey or a whey blend shake than you are buying something that's already got everything in it that you cannot do anything with. Creatine, cheap and cheerful, go for creatine monohydrate. If you want to get something like CREWCast or one of the other styles of creatine, that is fine. Just understand that essentially it's not going to be much better than some of the others. Maybe have a go if you find that some people find that monohydrate does not agree with them, can bloat them and give them stomach issues. Maybe then try some of the other variations of the creatines to see if they help bypass those issues. But other than that, basic creatine monohydrate, 5 grams per day, absolutely fine. You do not need to load creatine. This is a really big myth that was created by the industry when creatine first came out and was all hyped, and it was I think it was Maximus that did it, very clever advertising. They had you do a huge loading phase which would make you use basically half a tub of a container within like a week, and then after that obviously you would have to buy another tub to be able to keep using the creatine. So it was a really clever marketing ploy to get you to buy more products, but you do not need it. Creatine, let's get the facts right here, okay? Creatine does not work acutely. And what I mean by that is it does not work instantly. Like caffeine, you take a shot of espresso, you feel that buzz from the caffeine within 15-20 minutes of drinking that coffee. Creatine is not like that. Creatine has to build up in your system over time. It's already present in your system, in your muscles, it's already there. All you're doing is replenishing. So basically what you're doing is increasing your potential for energy output. So again, this is just a potential elevator. You still have to put in the work, you still have to take advantage of what it's offering you, and that's increased recovery times and better energy output levels over a sustained amount of time. Basically, you can do more for a little bit longer and you'll be able to do that more often. And it builds up in your system over time, and that's how it works. So anybody who's taking creatine and says, I've had a scoop of creatine before they work out and had a great session, it's nonsense. That's a placebo effect. So 5 grams a day, absolutely perfect, cheap, cheerful, great addition. Vitamins. Now, obviously, a vitamin is it's basically it's a safeguard. It's just something to have there. If your body doesn't need it, you're going to excrete it, you're just going to pee it out. It's not a problem. Look for a good blend, something that contains both zinc and selenium. If it's got those in the ingredient profile, chances are it's a pretty good vitamin supplement. But again, have a look at your recommended daily allowance and how it stacks up against that. Make sure that it's worth the money that you're paying for it. You should not be paying extortionate amounts for vitamins. They are just a basic supplement. It's a base cover. Now, one that you can add but don't essentially need, L-glutamine. Again, it's cheap and cheerful. You can have it 10 grams pre and 10 grams post workout. It tastes like absolute butt, I'll tell you that now, but it does work. So if you suffer badly from DOMS or your recovery times are quite long, L-glutamine can really help you recover from the soreness that your muscles get from training, especially if you're in quite intense training, especially if you're not used to cardio and you've started doing a lot of high intensity training work, or maybe you've taken something new into your exercise routine recently that's really causing like aches and pains because your body's not used to it. That's a really great supplement. It's cheap and it's very effective. If you want to find oddities in this world, go to a gym. They are full of them. Gyms are notorious for having long-term weirdos that attend them, and also long-term average kind of non-progressional human beings as well, that'll forever be there and tend to be the gym know-it-alls. You know, they're the guys that try to tell other people how to train when they don't look like anything themselves. So again, guys, it's common sense. If somebody doesn't look like you or doesn't look how you would want to look, as a general rule, unless you know they have some great backstory to them, just ignore what they're saying, just nod, say thanks very much, and carry on doing what you know is the right thing. You know, no harm, no foul, but please don't pay attention to somebody who comes in who looks like absolute meat and tries to tell you to do some weird twisty or try this or yeah, thanks, I'm alright, you know, carry on. Obviously, guys, I mean, this goes without saying, but don't listen to anybody in terms of their diet structure if they are using hormonal support, because what they're going to do by doing that is their body's going to react very differently to a natural system, and the hormonal support is going to buffer a lot of their areas. So this is where you see a lot of the bros who will diet down on like fish and broccoli for endless amounts of weeks. They will still hold some muscle because they have unnatural testosterone in their system to support some muscle gain. Don't get me wrong, if they dieted properly they would look even better, but the fact is they hold more muscle than they should because of that. If someone naturally did the same thing, they would crash out, look terrible, feel terrible, and well, those guys still feel terrible, but an active guy looks even worse, very flat and emaciated. So very sensible, but don't discount somebody who it does untested shows or is untested or whatever. Don't discount their training methods. You know, if they look like they train really solidly, don't be afraid to take their advice. Just be aware that the best form of training for somebody non-hormonally supported is high frequency training, where some of the bros will utilize a single body part each day. That's not to say that the single body part will not create progression, because it undoubtedly it does to a certain extent. Over the first few years, it will 100% create some form of progression, but the more efficient method, due to the fact that after 72 hours, photosynthesis in regard to partitioning towards the body part worked kind of ceases to exist. It's wise to retrain that body part after 72 hours again, just to maximize the potential for growth during each cycle of your training week. So there you go. It's just, again, common sense, guys. Common sense. And finally, for this video, if I've missed anything else out, please let me know and I will make an additional part to this and cover any other questions you have. But the final one is CrossFit. Ha! Thanks for watching, guys. If you've liked this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and for everyone who's been watching the Lean Machine series, thanks very much for the support. It's been amazing so far. I apologise for a little bit of a break. We did have the LA trip, and obviously that stifled me being able to get in regular training and updates, so I didn't see there was any point, because it would have been useless information to you. What I want you to know is that now I'm back up to the 178 pounds. I dropped to 174 after the trip, which is always the way with these expos. I always drop weight simply because of the activity and the lack of time to eat over there. I do try and hit my calories, but that's all I try and do. It's hard to hit certain macros, so my body always ends up just dropping into a shred really fast. It's just what my body does. So we are now basically coming towards 290 to 300 grams of carbohydrates a day, protein at 200, and my fats at 60. So I'm getting towards my maintenance level now. So from here, what I'm going to be showing is how I increment up, coming past my maintenance, how I'm going to deal with stopping additional fat gain. Currently my condition still looks pretty good. When I'm in the gym, I still look nice and lean. Outside of the gym, obviously I flatten off a little bit. I've just been to the gym now. You can see I'm still holding some good definition in my core. If you can see the orange lighting there. Arms are still very lean, and I'm very happy with my training. My strength is coming back. Now, I have just recorded a heavy session for you. I've done a heavy session this week, but due to time restraints and the fact that I've not had a training partner and it's just been terrible weather, I've been getting to the gym late. I was ill for a good few days. It was just dire. So what I did, I was supposed to do that training session yesterday, but what I did was take it off just to be able to film it for you guys today. I took my tripod in and just filmed it. I'm going to do a voiceover now after completing this video, and I'm going to go through what I was doing and how the heavy week worked. But at this point, this was my first real heavy week, and what it's going to be is a leading week. So what basically I'm saying is I've not jumped straight in at stupid heavy weights, not allowing my joints to settle into the routine, and I've gone in with moderately heavy weights, good technique, and just started prepping the body to get used to that heavy load. And week to week now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding in squats and deadlifts. So currently, for those that don't know, I suffered from a car accident which damaged and caused impingement on my left shoulder, tore my glute med, which basically stopped me deadlifting and squatting for a number of months. I was able to do leg extensions and hamstring work, and that was pretty much it for nearly a 9-month period. I then got back into squatting for a little while, which you'll have seen in previous videos. But then again the glute flared up and I started getting rehab work on it, and it started to come back again now. So I've been incrementing in the leg press and some hack squats to start building the glute back up into the squat motion. And from next week, which is contraction week, I will be putting squats and deadlifts back in. Now, what I want to do is show you how I'm going to progress in both of those movements, because when I go back I'm going to suck, and I want to show you how I correct errors that are going to be there, because there will be errors there, and hopefully that'll help some of you guys, but mainly it means you guys can actually help me as well. Last time I started deadlifting, some of you guys were very helpful in helping me drive through and deal with the issues that I was having at the time. So I want to get back to that. I want to get back to making this a whole series where everybody can help everybody. Feel free to put any questions in the discussion below, and guys, if you know the answer to these questions, just answer away. Help each other. This whole gym life, this whole community, it's not about who's better, who knows more. It's simply about us all progressing and moving forward. It's a place where we can all support and elevate one another. It's not a place of failure, a place of competition, a place of negativity. It's a positive place where we can come together for one sole goal of moving forward, elevating each other and helping one another as a community and as a group. So let's do that. Let's just create an overwhelmingly positive feeling on this channel, on this series, like I try and create. I will not tolerate any of you getting hate. I will not tolerate any of you getting abuse. It's what I preach. It will not be tolerated. Haters, people who keep whittering on, the usual idiots who claim that every single guy out there who looks good has to be taking drugs, all you morons that come in talking, who don't even understand macros and start commenting on food. Every single one of you, if you are not here to learn, if you're not here to help, if you're not here to support myself or the people following or the people asking questions, if you're not here to simply be better, then click that unsubscribe button right there. Don't bother clicking on the videos, don't bother clicking that play button, because we don't want you here, I don't want you here. This is a place of positivity, it's a place of progression. I want every single person here to feel that they're able to open and ask questions, and I want everybody here to learn from what I'm doing and progress. So thank you all for watching again. Please hit that like button, and I will catch you all in the next video, which will be up very, very soon. Boom, baby!